So the first system here is the kind of the take on a trellis to make you jealous system. I think maybe I'm the problem with this system. I think that I maybe don't prune my tomatoes well enough. So for my tomatoes, I wasn't a fan of this system. However, for my green beans, my pole beans, I was a fan. I am a fan for my pole beans. They have done quite well up this system. And it's worked well for beans, but for tomatoes, not so much. Now my stockade panels or cattle panels, these have definitely been my favorite this year. What I did learn is that I will be moving these up off the ground by at least a foot, and I'll be spacing these out much further. While I do trim my tomatoes in the beginning, as the season goes on, I do just let them grow. And I don't trim so much. I top them towards the end of the year. This is obviously a big pepper plant, but in here I just kind of let them grow. So as they got taller, of course, they started bending over the panels. I think if I raise them up, I will have a lot more growth before they start bending, and I can tie them up a bit higher. The chicken wire, the thing I don't like about the chicken wire is I can't get it tight enough. So while I think the system in itself works pretty good, if that's what you've got is chicken wire, use it. It'll definitely do the job. I do like it okay, but I think I will probably take this down and then just put up all stockade panels for next year. Florida weave, it crashed straight away. First storm, it basically came down. I could obviously make it much firmer, I guess, but I just wasn't a fan. It didn't work for me. It isn't the first year I've used Florida weave. This is actually probably year 3 that I've tried to use it, and for different things, from peas to tomatoes. And for the tomatoes, it fell straight away. For peas, it's a little better, but I don't think I'll ever use Florida weave again. It just never works out for me. Then I had the tomato panels, what are normally cages that make the square cages, and I flattened them out, and these have done pretty good. I mean, they've done really good. I needed to space it out more away from the Florida weave because the Florida weave kind of crashed into it, and so now I have a difficult time getting in between the two. But just the tomato cages flattened out has worked quite well. I got these tomato cages, which I don't like. They're not good. They are very flimsy and just don't work worth a crap. I did start to put some of my tomatoes over there up on my grape trellises, and that seems to work okay, but it wouldn't be enough for a full-sized, tomato plant. The tunnels. Now, my tunnels I've made out of stockade panels, and they have netting down at the bottom. It has worked just outstanding for my black-eyed peas and my long beans and my tomatoes. So for my tomatoes next year, I'm definitely going to be growing more on the tunnels. I very much like it. I have it on some of the raised bed tunnels, and they have done amazing. The tunnels, they can handle the growth, the excess growth. When the plants get too tall, they can just go up and over the tunnel without the breakage, and it's just worked out really good. So for the tunnels, I'll definitely be growing more tomatoes along them next year. And as you can see, I did trim them up quite well until they get up to the top, and then up at the top I just let them grow and kind of do their thing and get all crazy. I very much enjoy the system and will be using it again. So that's kind of my systems that I used this year.